The Grandparent-Grandbaby Showdown. Once upon a time in the sunny town of Gigglesville, a group of cheerful babies and a bunch of quirky old folks lived in the same neighborhood. The babies were known for their giggles and wobbly walks, while the old folks were famous for their wild stories and loud laughter. One sunny morning, the old folks decided to hold a Grandparent-Grandbaby Olympics. They gathered in the park, ready for a day of fun and games. The babies were strapped into their colorful strollers, with their pacifiers and cheerful hats, while the older folks wore their favorite oversized sun hats and sunglasses. The first event was the wobbly race. The goal was simple. The babies had to roll themselves to the finish line while the old folks cheered them on. But just as the race began, a mischievous squirrel appeared, dancing around the babies. It distracted them so much that they all started to giggle and point, wobbling around in their strollers. The old folks laughed so hard that one of them, Mr. Jenkins, accidentally tipped over his chair, landing in a pile of leaves with a loud thud. The second event was baby food toss. The old folks had to toss baby food jars to their grandbabies. Mrs. Thompson, aiming carefully, threw a jar of peas. It flew right over a baby's head and landed on Mr. Jenkins, who was still recovering from his leaf pile incident. The babies burst into laughter, and Mr. Jenkins, covered in mushy peas, stood up and declared, "I'm the new vegetable king." Finally, the grand finale was the dance-off. The babies and old folks took to the dance floor, and it was a sight to behold. The old folks tried to show off their best moves, but they ended up looking more like confused flamingos. The babies, with their tiny arms waving and wiggly bodies, stole the show, showing off their own silly dance moves. Just when everyone thought the day couldn't get any funnier, a loud noise echoed through the park. It was the town's marching band, practicing for the upcoming parade. The band marched right into the park, playing a cheerful tune. The babies, energized by the music, began to dance wildly in their strollers, causing the old folks to join in, waving their arms and shaking their hips. But then, something unexpected happened. Mrs. Thompson, while trying to spin, lost her balance and accidentally knocked over a stack of baby food jars, sending them rolling everywhere. The babies squealed with delight, reaching out for the jars as they rolled past. The old folks, caught off guard, started slipping and sliding on the baby food. It turned into a hilarious scene with everyone dancing, slipping, and laughing. As the day came to an end, the sun began to set, and the park was filled with laughter. The old folks decided to crown the babies the official champions of the Grandparent-Grandbaby Olympics. But just then Mr. Jenkins, still a bit wobbly from the earlier chaos, stood up, took off his sun hat, and dramatically declared, "I'm giving up my crown. From now on, I'm just a pea-loving king." And with that, the babies and old folks burst into another round of laughter, creating a memory they would cherish forever in Gigglesville. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to this channel for more stories. God bless you.